Hello and welcome back to Chart Tech. I'm Jared, and today we're going to be showing you how to do operators in C++. So the first type of operator we're going to start out with is our comparative operators. So this is going to be our less than, equal to, greater than equal to, and not equal to. So we're going to start by creating a variable int variable or set equal to 5. So we're going to just create a series of if statements here. Now we're going to say if variable, and for equal to we're going to say equal to 5. So this actually determines if it's equal to it or not. So if you want to do not equal to, we put an exclamation point there, so it's if variable is not equal to 5, then we'll execute our statement. We can do less than 5, greater than 5, greater than equal to 5, or less than or equal to 5. So that's how our comparatives work. So you'll create it in some sort of statement, an if statement or a while statement, and it's going to be, if it's true, execute this. So we have 7 different types of math, basic math in C++. So I'm going to walk you through the 7 different kinds. So we're going to start off here with plus plus and minus minus. So we'll take variable plus plus and variable minus minus. So plus plus is going to add 1 to the variable. Minus minus is going to subtract 1 from the variable. This just saves us some code, and if you're just saying plus plus or minus minus, you don't have to add in extra code. So next is just actual addition and subtraction. So it's a variable is equal to variable plus 4. So it's going to take its initial value of 5 and add 4 to it. See variable 5. It's going to take not necessarily the initial value, but whatever the value currently is. So if we had set it later to 15, it's going to take 15 plus 4. And the same is going to go for minus. So it's not necessarily its initial value, it's whatever the value currently is. If you want to make it its initial value, you'd have to create a separate variable for that and store it as our variable, our original variable. So we can actually do times here as well, and this will just take the current value of it and multiply it by 4, as well as we can do divided by 4. Now one that I find to be extremely interesting is our remainder. So in this instance, variable is equal to 5. We're dividing by 4. Well, 5 divided by 4 is 1. Point yada yada yada. That's not really what we care about. We're caring about what's the remainder, and that's what the percent sign is telling us. So when you divide 5 by 4, you have 1 left over. Same as if you divide 5 by 2, because it goes in there 2 times, but then you still have that extra 1 remaining. But if you divide it by 3, there are 2 numbers remaining. So 5% 3 is equal to 2, 5% 4 is equal to 1, and 5% 1 is equal to 0 because there's no remainder left. So now we're actually going to look at our logical operators. Now our logical operators are a little bit different. They're usually used in our if and while statements. So we're going to take and look at first and. Now this is taking 2 statements together. So I'm going to create an if statement just for simplicity's sake here. So we're going to say if variable is equal to 3, so that's false. And we're going to just create another statement here and say true. True is a statement. It's just saying it's always true. So now, if variable is equal to 3 and it's true, it's going to perform the statement. But since it's the next statement, since it's not true, it will not perform that statement. So that is how AND works. Both statements have to be true in order to perform the next thing that will be generally in parentheses under our if or our while statement. Now we can use our OR operator, which are these two lines. So it's going to say, if this is true or this is true, you can perform this next statement under here. Then we also have, lastly, not. So not is going to say, we're already looking at our OR statement. So if this is true or this is true. So we have one thing true. So it's going to be true. But we're taking a not of it. So not is saying it's the opposite of it. So because it's true, it's going to be false. If this was set to false, then it would become true and it would perform the statement under here. That's a little basic understanding of the operators. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and we'll be back next week for more C++.